You know, for some reason, yeah, it's working. And hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing good today. Oh, I kind of forgot how to even operate that beauty. So we're probably going to do something like that. Well, there's going to be a big POE reveal and like POE 2, but to be honest, I'm getting a little strange vibes from that league. I think it's going to be huge, and I really hope it will be, but I honestly expected them to do that reveal much sooner because I've been on vacation and I'm like, all right, I'm coming back exactly when they're like doing a PoE, PoE2 reveal and shit like that. But it took so long. It took so long. It's just like a crazy amount of time. And I'm completely shocked how it's even working at the moment. All right, let me figure out everything. I don't have my chat up. So it will take a little. And give me like a second, I will answer. Like I have so many messages in Discord, like literally hundreds of messages in Discord. I don't know why people are messaging me that often, and they also don't have. In that case, so yeah, 16 minutes, 15 minutes. No, I have a bingo, but I'm not exactly sure I'm even going to do like a full bingo for something like that.
Okay, guys, bingo speedrun.
Yeah, bingo speedrun. We probably need to do a bingo speedrun. My chat is like completely broken. I can't read it. So yeah, it's not even close to be working properly. Give me like a second. I will check if everything is working. All right, bingo speedrun. Comet nerfed. Well, I mean, making sense. BM nerfed. Druid nerfed. Well, I mean, I don't fucking know, chat. Like, I really feel new class. New. Yeah, new ascendancy. Well, there are chances for it. All right, all right. What else? You know, maybe all right, yeah, I have the chat. Hey Kuzna, how are you doing? Hey Shinya. Where do you went for vacation, Rory? Oh, to be honest, my man, it's not like I even went so far for vacation or anything. It's just been me being lazy and working like on side projects most of the time. Bingo recommendation, Chalupa improvements. No, there's not going to be Chalupa improvements. What the fuck? Hey Argos, how are you doing? How has your PoE break been? It's been amazing, actually. I've worked on some fun projects, not connected to PoE like at all. It's been very nice. Hey Lyrica, welcome back, thank you. He's not that. I'm not that in it. I'm actually not that. And thank you for subbing Argos, by the way, I missed it. That's working. Where's stream at? Stream is here, wrong account. Why it's wrong account, Basenberg? Hey, Keith. Hey, Kuzna. All right, chat. Ascendancy service. Why should they should even aim for something like that? That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. All right, chat. Like, let's do quick bingo. Let's do quick bingo. And chat, like, what do you think? What's going to be in there? Yeah, I know I started late. I know, like, I've been lazy for some time and stuff like that. That's expected. But still, I have a question. Like, well, what do you think is going to be in PvE2? Because everybody, like, I'm actually looking forward. Is there a sound actually? Is there a sound actually? Yeah, I think there is some sound. Sword announcement. No, so I'm not going to be sword announcement. Like, I'm going to add it. Like, I'm going to add it, but like, I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe it. I don't fucking like, zero chances. Challenges. Ooh, I like that idea. I like it, Kuzna. Challenges are awesome. Challenges. Yeah, I'm adding challenges. Chat, like, come on, come up with some cool ideas, everybody. It's just like, it's interesting. Cyclone, no. Cyclone, like, cooldowns. Influences? What kind of influences? Changes can only be added after 0.1. Oh, nobody cares about that. Map rework, I think we already know they're doing like endgame rework, chat, so it's not going to be new, it's not going to be cool, it's not going to be special. It's just like bad influences. Oh, what the fuck, chat? Like, look, I've been not streaming for 1 month, everybody. If you remember, oh, crafting bench, like, bench. I'm writing bench, my man. Like, I'm doing it. I fucking love that idea. Hey LTDZ, how are you doing? And hey Davlog, by the way, how are you doing, my friend? So chat, like, I'm very happy to be back. I've been out for like 1 month. I've been working on side projects and shit. I'm pretty happy to be back in POE. I like that we have that a little downtime when we can just do something else and just like come back after. All right, bench. If you remember, oh yeah, that's for sure. Movement skills. No movement skill buff. Oh well, good to see back on. Yeah, like, oh, we're always back on, everybody. We're always back on when like a new league is coming. Yeah, chat, like I could be out between the leagues sometimes if I'm too lazy to stream random shit, but been enjoying D4. Look, people are in chat, like I've been away for 1 month, but they're fucking like already enjoying D4. Is D4 a good game right now? Is it like actually a good game? New Monk content win. Hope something like Volker. We need like a new Monk, man. We need like a new. The current Monk is not good anymore. We need a new Monk. Hey, General. I start my new job and now I work on League launch. Oh, I feel you. Don't worry, you will just start like 1 day later. It's alright. Shrink of location next. No. Changing campaign. I'm calling it changing campaign, everybody. Like, seriously. D4 bet, what? Oh, you can do that. Yeah, it is seriously a much better game, more PoE, like, seriously? Oh, you will need to tell me more about that closer to PoE reveal. You know what I can't understand, chat? You know what I can't understand? Just like what? Kidding me. You know what I can't understand was just like completely asinine for me, which is absolutely like fucking retarded, everybody. So like here's an explanation. Just for you. I can't understand why reveal is today on like May 7, but we will need to wait up until May 20 fucking 9 to play. I honestly can't understand that, and in my opinion, it's pretty stupid. D4 went from 3 out of 10 to 6 out of 10 still bad. Well, I mean, 6 out of 10 is not that bad. The last league I tried playing 3 other classes than Monk, and man, nothing feels fun to me. I guess I'm really a Monk enjoyer. What about just like stupidly playing Ranger? Or what classes you tried? Yeah, like I enjoy Monk, but I think Monk in a pretty bad position right now, chat. If GG is not going to buff Monk, nobody will fucking play Monk again. There have been barely Monks. I think like, well, what Monk is playable right now? Just like probably, just like a Dragon Monk, I think, or like or Flicker Strike. What else? Like Dragon Monk, Flicker Strike, everything else sucks. And I would say Flicker is kind of laggy as well, so it's kind of very mid, like 5 out of 10. More maps, biomes, new stash tabs. Oh, you know, new stash tabs. I'm adding it. More mobs, biomes. No. Like new bosses. Let's do an easy one. New bosses. Yeah, guys, easy one. New bosses, like 1000%. It's happening, chat. They'll check how people will react to some kind of big change. They're like, what for, Shinya? Yeah, guys, like, look, as a content creator, I think it's an absolutely retarded thing. I think it's absolutely, you need to try Rager, Amen, or something like that. I hope we can choose our fucking apps. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I think we probably, Atlas rework. That's an easy one, chat, like, Atlas rework is happening, we know that, right? So it's like, it's basic. If they can change something big, they will have 1 month to fix it if it backfires. Oh, they will not do that. What the fuck, Shinya? They're not going to do that. Like, no, not happening. Yeah, guys, like, I think they just can't make the game in time. Yeah, my opinion. They just can't make the game in time. But because, being honest, they postponed it so fucking far, everybody. That's like end of May. That's absolutely crazy. I don't think it's actually bad, but the whole idea is like very fishy to me. Rarity MF discontinued. Not happening. What the fuck? It's not happening. Cycling 3 sec duration, 8 sec. Oh, you're fucking cooking GGG here. Stop cooking them. They're just like, they're completely dead. You can't do that. What the fuck? No. Like, yeah, new support. No, let's call it daggers. Yeah, chat, like, let's add daggers. If we have swords, let's add daggers. Maybe it's going to be daggers, everybody. Like, don't you think it's making much more sense if it's going to be, like, daggers? Alright, so, POE 1 discontinued. Well, that's what I expect. That's what I expect, chat. Just new weapons. Yeah, I think you're correct. Let's do it like new weapons. New weapons. Some old mechanic deleted. Daily reworked. Yeah, daily reworked. I think daily is probably going to be. Streamer funded Exile Con. It's going to be so bad. Hey, Paragon. Oh, uncorrupted tier 16. Why do you think it's going to be a thing? How are you doing, by the way, my man? Streamer funded Exile Con will not actually happen because streamers will not have enough money for it. Just like zero fucking chances. I can believe that. I can believe. Yeah, guys, like, look, the biggest issue for me, everybody, just being absolutely honest right here, the biggest issue is just after that reveal, we will need to wait a fucking month. I just can't understand that. I can't. It's just like it's beyond me. What the fuck is even that? It's absolutely asinine, chat, that we need to wait for so long. For so long. That the whole thing is happening and just like, what? Why it's even a thing? And yeah, it would be cool to see something like that, but I think it's just strange. And yep. Oh, let me. Can I have that one? Oh yeah, I will fix my chat right now, everybody. All right. All right. So what else do we have? What else do we have? Like what can we add? What can even happen? You know, that's the funniest part, chat. Like I really hope GG will be able to actually surprise me. Like actually add a big surprise for myself. That I will be. Well, I mean, I will be hyped about that. I actually want to be hyped about that. But like, my body is ready for swords. I don't think swords are happening. Clusters? Oh, you know, yeah, I'm adding clusters. It's probably not happening, but like, let's add clusters, chat. Clusters, I'm adding it. This stream will be full of surprises. You think so, Paragon? Why you think so? Third way to get ascendancy. Oh, yeah. Last lab. Last trial added. Yeah, last trial added. We have it. Armor deflect balance. What kind of balance? Skill tree is bad. Hope they added cluster. To be honest, skill tree is like total dog shit, Paragon. That's probably one of the biggest issues in POE in general. In the current POE. It's just like a total dog shit. And they can just add mines and POE guys be pogging like crazy. Oh, you know, I'm fucking old, chat. Like, how many people are actually playing mines? Hey, Bottom Knight, how are you doing? Third flask cat. Game becoming faster, right? Let's just expect that. Yeah, I'll just expect that. All right. So mastery. Yeah, mastery added to 3. I have a chat. New Mage Blood Beast item. I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, hey Jump, how are you doing, my man? Hype, everybody. Yeah, like, it's going to be good, chat. Like, let's fucking believe. Everybody. Like, let's believe it's going to be great, alright? And yeah, thank you, Jump, for joining us. Alright, everybody. So, alright, what else we need to add? What else we need to add to bingo? We have, like, lazy bingo right here. Give me some ideas. 3 minutes left. Chat, like, what's the time? 2 minutes, 47 seconds. Give me some ideas. Oh, all right. POE1 close date announced? Oh, I don't need to go to the bathroom. Poop dish. Well, what the fuck, my man? Is sword there? Yeah, sword is here. Like new weapons. We call it new weapons. Sword is here. It's gonna be cool looking, unique with stretch stats and 001 peak rate. Always. Battle pass. Oh, you fucking hate them, Kuzna. You fucking hate them with the battle pass. You know, I will add Pantheon. But to be honest, everybody, I think they already said like Pantheon is not going to make it in PoE 2 or what? What, yeah, what's up about that? Alright. Yeah, shit is working out. It's not too horrible. Alright. Yeah, make me like... what else? Rarity changes. You know, I don't believe in rarity changes. We're probably going to lose that bingo, but alright. Alright, rarity changes. PoE1 next league date announced. Oh, to be honest, everybody, it's so fucking obvious. New PoE1 league is going to be in the end of August, start of September. It's so fucking obvious. Like, Ginebon banned? Is he still banned? I think he's playing on like another account. What the fuck, my man? It's not even realistic at this point. All right, everybody. So we have like 57 seconds. Let's just set with the bingo that we have. Let's go. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's fucking go, everybody. Like, I hope it's going to be great. I hope it's actually going to be great. Can we add something else? Like 50 seconds? All right. I'm muting this stream. Free weekend? Oh, yeah, free weekend. It's easy. It's going to be up there. Hi, Jonathan Rogers. Yeah. Let's look. 30 seconds, everybody. I hope we get shadows. I hope so, too. I want new classes, chat. Hey, Agent. Hope you're not that. PoE 2 is good game. Everybody's playing D4 right now. How are you doing, my man? And it's not a long time. It's less than a month. What do you mean? I literally streamed at the start of April. Yeah, guys, I've been there like literally at the start of April. It's less than a month. I'm not even like completely rested.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and welcome to GGG Live. We have a huge amount of stuff to share today, so it's going to be a good one. Twitch drops are enabled on today's livestream, so you'll be able to claim the Red Queen's font hideout decoration by following the instructions below. Okay, so with that out of the way...
New League is starting at like May 30. Yeah, let's watch it.
Those in darkness once lay dormant, now return. We who came before rise again.
The fuck is that?
Behold, the first edict.
So the new quest sounds boring. What else? Oh, new areas are cool. I kinda like it. What do you mean, like Arbiter again? Oh, the new Arbiter chat. Like, that's the new one. He's like the old one, but sucks. Oh, they're reworking the ritual. That's probably good. I think it's good. It's pretty hype. Oh, new boss? They got rid of the king in the mist? Who the fuck is that? Why so many quests? They like quests so much. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we guessed that. Breach is coming. There's Breach from PoE1, everybody.
We become one.
Harbinger. Oh, Delirium reworked. I guessed it too. That's been an easy one. Did it lag like crazy again? So, there are any like new bosses? New Legos of what? Oh, so that's practically a whole with monsters again. Like a new breach. A new breach. Alright. Oh, that's looking cool. Oh fuck, that's expedition. No, alright, that's looking hype, everybody. I don't fucking know. It's looking good. So many new pinnacles, but I think they're all going to be weak as fuck.
Continue the search.
Oh, whoa.
See what you can find.
Atlas classes? Oh, that's amazing, child. 50 new bosses and pinnacles. Yeah, that's a win. That's like definitely a dub, child. Tower spot, yeah, not that. New Atlas passive tree. Alright. New crafting system, that's cool. Oh, new ascendancy. Who the fuck is that? Oh, spirit walker, I think. Martial artist for monk, everybody. Yeah, they're eating good. They're eating good, chat. They're probably going to play that. They're going to play that. Yeah, they're going to play monk, everybody. They're so back with martial artists. Alright, chat, like, my monk is coming back. Everybody, my monk is coming back.
Oblivion.
My monk is coming back. That's for sure. They're going to be monking. No swords, no new weapons. No swords, no new weapons. Alright, chat, like, I'm going to play monk.
So as you can see, there's just so much going on in Return of the Ancients, it's hard for even us to keep track of it all. Now, we promised that this one was going to revamp the endgame, and I'm very excited to talk about it.
Hey guys, we're going to play martial
artists. We've
artists.
got to talk about the League. So to do that, I'm going to hand things over to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Now, for those of you who are new to Path of Exile, each time we release an update, we also release a new league. Not only do we have a new economy, but we also introduce new content through the campaign, which gives you a fresh play experience right from the start of the game, as well as new mechanics, storylines, and in-game bosses. In the Runes of Elder League, you will encounter a man being attacked by the undead in Clearfell. After saving him, he introduces himself as Pharaoh, a young blacksmith trying to bring back the ancient art of Ezomite runesmithing. He has been collating his discoveries in a tome and is keen to show you how runesmithing works. By inscribing symbols on these ancient Ezomite remnants, you can create all manner of old magics.
So that's a bench.
Unfortunately, on doing so, the corpses of the nearby undead are revived and infused with some of the latent power, making for a difficult fight. After defeating these monsters, Pharaoh realizes that runesmithing is a dangerous business, and he is going to need the help of someone a little more martially inclined to discover these secrets. He lends you his tome and asks that you note down anything you discover when you return to him. In each area in the Runes of Elder League, you will find a remnant, and as you approach it, you will notice that some symbols are already present, and some are waiting for you to fill them in. Depending on which symbols are already present, you will have different options for which items you can create using this magic. For example, if you combine Tempest and Lightning, you can create an Orb of Augmentation.
So that's practically a basic crafting system, nothing too insane. I would say it's kind of fun, chat. They're
But
probably
be
playing
careful.
monk.
The symbols used to craft the items also empower the monsters around the remnant, who will be revived as undead to fight again with different properties depending on what runes you used. So, if you use a fire rune in your recipe, the monsters will be empowered with fire. Or if you use a moon rune, lunar beams will rain down as you fight the monsters.
Alright, that's looking at the fire chart. Oh, I think the whole system. Hey, Nico, by the way. Oh, that's looking very interesting, everybody.
After the fight, break the remnant to receive the item you crafted. As you get higher level, you will start to find remnants with more slots for more runes, allowing you to craft rarer items. As the number of slots increases though, more waves of monsters will be added.
You know, it kind of
With each
reminds me
wave
of
being
Necropolis.
empowered by more and more of the runes.
By the way, skill looking cool,
And
chat.
this can get pretty dicey, because some of the runes can have powerful effects.
Imagine you die into a fucking monster from an essence.
Like the Oath rune, which will cause one monster to be nominated as a leader.
Oh, now they will yap
spawning
about
waves
those.
of minions. The leader itself will be invincible, but killing its minions will deal damage to it.
What? Kinda like for me.
Some recipes can get pretty large, requiring 6, 7,
So like a lot, chat.
or
Long
even
story
8
short.
runes.
A lot.
But don't worry, you won't.
So that's practically what are you doing, everybody. It's just like a crafting with basic runes. I honestly think it kind of reminds me of Necropolis. And it looks like POE 1 at the moment.
allow you to craft more items. Pharaoh has asked that you keep an eye out for signs of runic magic around Rayclast. He wants to document anything you find in order to rediscover the secrets of Ezemite runesmiths of old. The first of these can be found in Ogham, and reveals to you an ancient secret, buried deep underground. The runic magic which the Ezemites believe to be their own is actually of Calguran origin.
Who could guess?
Thousands of years ago, the Calgurans came to Rayclast to find sources of verisium, a metal on which engraved runes allow control over reality. Pharaoh is determined to learn these ancient ways and gain mastery over them. If you can bring him more verisium, he will be able to use it to smith power into any armor, granting you runic ward, the power harnessed by the Calgurans since ancient times.
What changed? It's still dogshit item.
Runic ward is a new resource that protects you from death.
Oh, that's a
Should
war.
you run out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
life,
figured it out.
your runic ward will kick in, sustaining your body until your life can return. It effectively acts as an extra life pool. Of course, should you take enough damage to run out of that, you will still die. Every single piece of armor in the game can be upgraded this way.
By the way, can you imagine, Chad, they actually added the new Monk ascendancy, but they still decided not to fix Chalupa, by the way. And yeah, the craft is looking kind of fun, but it's kind of basic, I would believe.
Runic ward. There are even some that add new modifiers to uniques entirely, making them much more viable for higher level play. But the Calgurans use runic ward for more than just a defense. It can also be used to power many other magics. Instead of using gems created from corruption, the Calgurans used runes of power and fueled
Chad, that's like literally ward from POE 1.
of Calguran skills that exclusively spend runic ward to wreak havoc. An example is Triskelion Cascade. Using it will cause your next spell to be triggered multiple times in a Triskelion pattern. You can use it with skills like Ice Nova that you cast from yourself,
That's looking cool.
or with something you target at a distance, like Comet.
Whoa.
There are also skills to modify existing effects using runic magic, like Frost Flame Nova. Using this skill on a pack of burning enemies will transform the Ignite into Frostfire, both burning them and building up freeze at the same time.
Nobody's playing like
You
that.
have
He can't
basic
even
buffs
kill
like
a
Hollow
pack.
Shell that guards all nearby allies, to more complicated mechanics like the Mark of Repulsion that creates a mark capable of pushing away all nearby enemies. Instead of spending mana, like skill gems do, all these skills cost runic ward, and unlike gems, they don't have a color,
So you're just spending your energy shield.
without attribute requirements, or what kind of weapon you use. These skills are designed to be used on any class, and so often interact with mechanics that apply across many characters. By combining different runes together, the Calgurans were able to support their runic abilities, and you can as well. There is also a set of runic supports that can be combined with regular skill gems in interesting ways. Concussive Runes allows you to add
I think it's a pretty interesting mechanics, chat, but yeah, like as always, GG can't kill a single fucking monster in the video. You know, Runic Confusion is looking kinda nice.
Now, there are other quests during the campaign too that unlock even more interesting crafting methods. Buried deep in the jungle in Act 3, you can find the Mystic Refuge, containing even more secrets for Pharaoh to learn from.
Yeah, a lot of secrets, as you can see, nothing's inside.
Using this knowledge, he gains the ability to reforge unique weapons.
Into...
With this technique, many low-level unique weapons can be upgraded to do significantly more damage.
it's looking
Now,
kinda
we've
nice.
been able to take a bunch of uniques that had interesting modifiers,
Whoa, that's
but were not
good.
in-game viable, and give them a bit of a boost to get there.
Chat, that's
And
great.
it's not just low-level uniques. All Calguran uniques are able to be runeforged this way too, and they can do some pretty interesting things. Like
Alright, everybody, that's like a total fire. A lot of items will be viable right now. Look at the sales grid. I think a lot of them are making sense. That's probably biggest change right now. I think probably some of the items are going to be good.
many other new crafting currencies. This is the runes of Eldur after all, and some of these runes have quite powerful effects. For example, this elemental conversion rune will convert all the existing mods on a non-unique weapon from one element to another. Using it, you could combine a weapon with all 3 elemental damage mods into a single element, making
Whoa.
a weapon with massive amounts of cold.
What the fuck, chat? That's insanely good.
Lets you destroy your rune sockets to turn them into a dual socket on your item. And there are even crafting meta runes that
I'm a little afraid the game is going to be even more easy, chat, because like, oh, can you imagine, like, have you seen that bonus with damage? It's insane. It's like 400 fucking cold. It's just crazy. I believe it's a little too much.
will increase skill effect duration.
Well, cooldown is nice.
You can also create a new type of currency called alloys. Using regular metals alloyed with verisium, new modifiers not normally available can be directly crafted onto your items. Using imbued alloy could improve your ailment damage, for example.
Nobody using
There are honestly
that.
so many options here that unlock all sorts of crazy crafting projects. So I think people will be experimenting with these for a long time.
Crafting league
Once you get
chat.
to King's March in Act 4, Pharaoh finally meets Danig, a real Calguran runesmith. And riddled with excitement, he wants to learn how to merge modern Calguran techniques with the ancient knowledge that he has found. From here on, Pharaoh joins in the Calguran expeditions that Danig has been leading. With the ancient knowledge that Pharaoh brings to the table, the Calguran expeditions that Danig has been going on will change significantly. For those of you who haven't played it, the Expedition League mechanic involves carefully placing explosives, uncovering the buried dead, and recovering verisium from them. By choosing where to place the explosives, you can choose which kind of challenges you would like to face, or rewards you would like to claim. But unlike before, expeditions now contain the remnants from Runes of Eldur, allowing you to do some
Allowing you to lag.
specific crafts along the way using the new League crafting mechanic.
Nobody's going to do it. It
One
looks
very
too time
important difference
consuming.
from the simple remnant encounters, though, is that the empowerments that the remnants grant apply to every monster down the explosive line for the rest of the encounter, stacking together. This can lead to some pretty extreme situations. If you stack too many remnants, you might be in for a fight beyond your abilities, but the rewards can be very worth it. Each mod on the monster is improving the items that they can drop. Once you get to the endgame, you will find that the Atlas has changed substantially. To the south, you will now find the coastline of Rayclast, with the ocean beyond. Kingsmarch has not fared well after the Cataclysm, and lays in ruins. Rog's shop has been destroyed, but he is much more concerned about his wife, Gwennen. He would like to launch an expedition deep into...
I'm sorry, Gwennen is his wife? What, chat? Like, what the fuck? How's that happened?
Previously, a logbook was a single encounter. Now, using a logbook, you can send ships to explore an area of the ocean to the southeast, uncovering a range of islands to begin your search for Gwennen. You can hop from island to island, doing many new encounters.
Oh yeah, beautiful chat. That's looking kind of interesting, like expedition, but actual expedition.
New bosses, and all sorts of other unique things to find. Eventually, you will find the island that Gwennen has been holed up on. It turns out that she has found the tomb of an ancient Calguran.
She's just sitting
Medved.
there. What do you mean she's just fucking sitting there? Women. Like, what the fuck, chat? That's why you shouldn't marry.
And inside.
Don't drop into the hole.
It's just a shame that Medved isn't as dead as you previously assumed.
Yeah, he's kinda alive. He's dealing no damage.
Now, after you have defeated Medved, you will find another logbook. And this time, you can use it to choose which direction you want to explore. The ocean is vast and contains...
Like, somewhere in the direction of the mirrors.
Logbook. You can explore one sector, and you can go as deep as you like.
So Delph. That's Delph,
There
everybody.
are
That's
all
practically
sorts of
Delph.
interesting objects to uncover.
Let's be honest, everybody. That's Delph with a different name. I think it's kind of cool. I enjoy it. I think it's very cool that they added it. And we will probably have like a lot of fun with that mechanic in general. I hope they will not fumble it because it's looking kind of interesting. And I'm pretty happy to see Delph. It's like Delph is more variation, chat, and I believe it's going to be fun. I like it. That's probably one of the things that I actually like. The whole review so far is looking pretty nice. Oh, new boss.
Much sulfite as possible. The more sulfite mounds that you
He
have
deals
blown
no
up,
damage.
the more empowered and the more rewarding he will become. These islands contain all sorts of little secrets that you can find and blow up. Free trapped wisps, blow open root doors, even raise ancient precursor technology. And of course, more bosses. There are more and further vaults to blow up, and one of them in particular is pretty important. The Tomb of Uhtred, the Star Drinker.
Alright, what's up with that dude?
Uhtred was responsible for calling down the meteors of Verisium, which the Calgurans used to power their ancient magic. And upon defeating him, he calls down a truly gigantic one into the ocean nearby.
And what's inside?
On visiting it, you find that it is shrouded by a strange energy emanating from the Verisium core of the...
Chat, why is they all spoiling all of that? Like, it really looks like spoilers right now.
In order to gain entry, Danik suggests that the Triskelion Flame, an ancient Calguran artifact that can absorb and cancel the effects of Verisium magic, could be used to enter. But to find it, you will need to locate the Tomb of Olroth, leader of the Knights of the Sun. Defeat him and gain access to whatever eldritch nightmare is growing inside.
But we already fought that guy.
Boss, But one thing you should know is that the vericium that makes up the core of the meteor is of a quality that has not been available for millennia. Bringing this to Pharaoh and Danig should allow them to forge some objects of power, the creation of which has been lost to time. So that's the League, and there is a lot going on. To sum all that up, there is a new encounter with over 30 new monster types and over 30 new rune modifiers to enhance
He
them.
died.
You can create more than 100 new runes to craft your gear, as well as dozens of other new currency items. And there are new quests added to the campaign to unlock even more new crafting options. Rune forging armors, upgrading uniques,
So that's it.
dozens of new Calguran skills and supports, tons of new islands to discover by exploring the ocean, 5 new bosses, including a new pinnacle boss,
Which is looking kind of fun.
and a bunch of new uniques to top it off. But there is still a ton more to come. It's time to talk about the massive changes to the endgame. But for that, I'll hand it back to Jonathan.
Oh, so yeah, Jonathan's going to yap about the endgame. So long story short, chat, like we have the new delve, we have the new ward mechanic, and that's pretty much it. That's like the main outtake out of it. I like the delve. I don't care much about mechanics. I think in general it's kind of hype, and I think it's looking enjoyable. What do you think, chat? Do you like it?
Fixed points of interest at specific locations, giving you specific objectives that are easy to find. Like before though, no matter which objective you choose, going to towers to see what's out there is always a good idea. The first time you do that though, something new happens. The earth shakes, and a gigantic fortress rises from the earth. A remnant of the ancient precursor civilization. The cataclysm of the beast has caused an ancient protocol to be invoked. Should corruption ever take hold,
Whoa, everybody, say Narfa, completely burn in GG. I think, yeah, like a lot of content looking like it's going to be very good for the first week. I'm not sure about like how good it will be after like 2 weeks. We'll see about this. But at least initially it's looking fun.
but this will be no easy task. The fortress has many areas to explore and many new things to find. You will power up ancient machines, fight new and deadly foes, discover many new areas,
Alright, yeah, so like any other
and
map.
uncover some dark secrets.
Like any other map.
Now the fortress is the first of the new
You
full
know, you know what is the biggest dark secret in Path of Exile, chat? That they nerfed ground loot. That's the darkest secret. Don't talk, otherwise you'll be like blacklisted.
or rewards that they grant. Like this map, where all the rares are contained in essence crystals. Or this one, which replaces all monster packs in the area with strongboxes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boxers.
Or this one, which spawns an Asmeri spirit that always moves on from a rare after you kill it, allowing you to chase it through the entire map. Now, just like the normal areas of the Atlas, you'll need to fight the map boss of each area to complete the map. But unlike a normal map, the ones in the fortress each contain precursor nodes after the boss, and activating these nodes will give you points for the new and improved Atlas passive tree.
By the way, I like new Atlas 3 chat, it's looking hype.
But it was one of the areas of the endgame that just wasn't up to scratch. The Atlas tree now works quite a lot differently. We have significantly upgraded the kind of mechanics that you can
They fucking like towers, chat. Like, towers are staying, tablets are staying, all of that are staying. Nothing touched in that regard, everybody. Like, they changed a lot, but they still fucking want to push the towers. And, like, not the towers, but, like, tablets. Tablets, I know they can remove towers, but right now we have the tablets, which are practically the same as towers, but without the towers. So, yeah, tablets are staying, it seems. No scarabs or other changes.
come out of them are touched by the spirit, and the rares are all possessed, giving you some incredible loot potential.
I don't fucking know, chat. Like, possessed storm boxes. It sounds like a big RNG gamba. Probably Fabgan is going to farm that for the next literally 1 month. And we'll probably drop a mirror from it.
Yes, this whole tree can be yours. This change is pretty important since it allows us to be able to create many types of bonuses that we wouldn't have been able to create before. Like this one, which
I
gives
like
a
the
chance
green.
for cities to be invaded by another faction, and can even allow it to contain 2 faction leaders, allowing you to get 2 crisis fragments. If we'd done this kind of thing in the old tree, we would have wanted to spec into it before running a city map, then unspec out of it before running anything else. With full allocation, we can have cool bonuses like these. Now obviously we still want to make sure that you have choices that define your in-game Atlas build. So many nodes in the Atlas tree are now multi-choice. Everyone will get the node, but which bonus you choose to use is up to you.
Wow, chat, that's one of the biggest thing, like, which they did. I think that's amazing, everybody. That's probably the biggest change in the whole patch. That's looking absolutely awesome. I'm impressed by it. That's probably the biggest thing, like, after the Delve, maybe, or even better than the Delve. It's looking absolutely insane. So I hope those bonuses are going to be meaningful enough so it will change how we are actually affecting the maps and what are we farming. But it's looking very promising because when you're selecting something, I think it will give us more variation and it doesn't matter what the fuck Jonathan is yapping at the moment.
We wanted to do was make it so that all the boss fights in the endgame are now accessible with a quest line. That means that to fight the Arbiter of Ash for the first time, you don't need to get lucky by finding keys. They will be in fixed locations and there's a quest to get them. But the Arbiter of Ash is no longer the pinnacle of Path of Exile 2. For that, you'll need to travel into the very center of the fortress.
To fight another Arbiter.
An incredible challenge awaits you should you choose to go there.
He will be one-shotted, chat.
After the storyline, you still unlock keys for pinnacle bosses in the usual way, exploring the world and finding the keys required
Tier
to get
5
to them.
required.
But we have added a lot more interesting things to find out there as well. There are now all sorts of mechanics that can spawn on maps in the wilderness. For example, some maps might spawn as a rogue exile hunting ground, containing multiple rogue exiles who are there to hunt rare beasts. You might come upon them in the middle of a fight and be able to take out both of them. Or a map of champions that makes all the natural inhabitants of the area into magic monsters. Or this one that causes all shrines in the area to release as merry spirits when used.
Oh fuck, fuck has merry spirits, chat. Nobody farming that bullshit.
Once you've explored and found your keys, you can return to fight the pinnacle in the fortress again. But this version of him will be harder. And not only that, he will have new unique rewards as well. Each time you fight him, you get the ability to activate one section of the fortress, and any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically completed, giving you all the Atlas points. So if you're the type of player who doesn't want to explore the fortress, and instead just race out into the infinite Atlas, you still have a way to get all those points. So that's the Origins of Divinity storyline. It's a huge amount of new content with a ton of new areas, 5 new bosses, including a pinnacle, with a bunch of new unique items. But not only that, it also completely revamps the Atlas tree, and includes a ton of new map mechanics that you can find both inside and outside the fortress. But this is just one of the new storylines. So let's talk about the next one now, Masters of the Atlas. Now earlier we talked about how the multi-choice nodes in the tree allow you to still have an in-game Atlas build, but we didn't think that was quite enough. You have an ascendancy class for your passive tree. Why not an ascendancy class for your Atlas tree? Well, that's where the Masters of the Atlas come in. Throughout Rayclast are many opportunities for those with the skills to find them. Atlas Masters are willing to
Why all of them, like all 3 of them, except maybe the middle one, looking like bums, chat?
prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Jado will send you on missions to investigate strange occurrences on the Atlas and recover the art.
You can play my bear with Headhunter just fine. I think it's kinda comfortable.
Ways of the Order of the Jinn. At level 1, you could choose to massively increase the chance for rare and unique chests,
Oh, go.
or make it so that all map bosses drop an additional unique item,
Nobody cares about uniques.
or make corrupted waystones have an additional modifier, but at the cost of making them send you to a totally unknown location.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to skip agent. We have like martial arts.
Each mission you complete for Jado will unlock another row of abilities and give you another point to allocate, letting you choose how you want to specialize. But there are other masters too. For example, Hilda. Hilda
What's
is
up,
a member
Hilda?
of a guild of monster hunters. She will send you on missions to assassinate specific deadly creatures around Rayclast and harvest their
So like
parts.
basic map bosses.
In exchange, she will teach you her monster hunting skills, like this one, which adds a 25% chance to upgrade any map boss to a powerful version. Or this one, which makes Ismarian spirits no longer possess rare monsters, making them go for the unique bosses in the area instead. You might notice that many of the effects on these are both upsides and downsides. So Hilda, for example, can make it so that you only get one attempt when fighting pinnacle bosses. But in exchange for that, they always drop 2 uniques. Because of that,
Amazing.
we wanted it to be easy to swap between them depending on what you're doing. As you unlock each master,
So kinda cute, chat, but I think those masters are looking completely negligible and we could just ignore them. And I think it's a very small change. Literally, the whole Atlas passive tree, in my opinion, is much bigger. Those masters are looking honestly like an ass. Not a single bonus that actually impress me. But I fucking love Atlas 3, everybody. Like, Atlas 3 is looking absolutely insane. And I believe the Atlas 3 is going to be very, very important for the endgame. Masters, on the other hand, I think it's just, like, less important. And yeah, Breach is just coming from POE 1 right now.
new crafting systems, new
Oh, it's looking
uniques,
kinda
and
good.
new pinnacle bosses. One of the really important changes we made to all the leagues is that you can now find them on the Atlas in specific locations, and each one has a quest line that will lead you there to being able to complete the league, along with its Atlas tree and its pinnacle boss. This is true even for the leagues that we didn't do major redesigns to. So let's use Abyss as an example. When you first encounter one in the endgame, you'll get a quest that leads you to the east, where you will find these mega abyss cracks in the earth leading away from the Well of
It's
Souls.
looking beautiful, by the
All
way.
the maps
I
along the
love
cracks will contain
design for
abysses
that
with
beast.
special properties, and mapping along these cracks will close the Atlas scale abysses, giving you points for the Abyss Atlas tree.
Whoa, chat, that's
At the
looking
end
crazy.
of each Atlas abyss, you'll find an abyssal
Just the
depths
visuals.
with the boss fight for one of the abyssal factions, giving you a guaranteed way to fight them. And after completing all 3, you'll get a key for the Well of Souls, allowing you to fight the Vessel of Kulamak.
Yeah, they use
This
it
kind
both.
of thing makes an in-game league so much more friendly for new players, giving people obvious goals and a guided experience to complete them. Alright, so let's talk about the first of the upgraded leagues, Delirium, and its new storyline, The Hare and the Raven. As you may remember, during Act 4 you were tricked into releasing an ancient entity from a Karui prison known as Tangmazu, the Raven Trickster. Tangmazu delights in breaking the minds of those who step through his mirrors, and when touching one, he will attempt to destroy your mind with
Alright, so Lord Dump is getting muted for a second. So, long story short, chat, we have Delph, we have a very cool new Atlas, and we probably have reworked mechanics too. So far, League is looking good, everybody. I would say it's looking pretty promising. I'm a little disappointed that we don't have new classes, but at least we have have a lot of cool things inside the gameplay loop.
you to travel west to the Withered Willow, the location he believes that Tangmazu first gained his powers. But be careful. As you travel there,
I also want to comment on the visuals. I believe the visuals for PoE2 right now... Oh, seriously, you're banning it for 5 minutes, Agent, but alright. And being honest about it, I believe the visuals in PoE2 right now are absolutely top-notch. The game is looking, like, insanely beautiful, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's, like, very, very beautiful. That's probably the best thing that GG is currently doing. Like, visuals are amazing, everybody. I like it so much. And I hope Delph will be cool. The new Delph, whatever the name, like, I don't know. For real. How many of them you have, Agent? That's crazy. So, amazing visuals. I hope Delph will be cool, because otherwise I will be sad. I really bet on Delph right now, and don't ban the word Delph next.
along with more rewards. Or should you encounter a red mirror shard, you'll be sent into the depths of your mind.
Oh, seriously.
And must escape it while fighting off hordes of your worst fears.
Wow, that sequence is looking amazing too. Just because you need to survive. Oh, whoa.
Notables on it. Once you reach the Withered Willow, Elder
Double
Maddox
amulet.
discovers that a shard of the mirror is missing. You will need to track down Tangmazu and restore it if you have a hope of discovering how to defeat him. And that means entering the Raven Trickster's mirrors in an attempt to locate him. Each area around the Withered Willow contains Delirium encounters, so that's a good place to start. As you do Deliriums, some of the special encounters will drop liquid emotions. Normally these emotions can be used to install amulets to add notable passive buffs to them, but in Return of the Ancients, emotions have a new function as well. Each one now has the ability to add crafted mods to jewels, allowing you to add specific mods to an item slot that can be quite difficult to roll. For example, Liquid Despair will allow you to add critical hit chance, while Liquid Suffering will allow you to add movement speed or Air of Effect to your jewels, but there are many more. Once you've done enough Delirium encounters, the location of a Grand Mirror, an entrance into Tangmazu's realm, is revealed, but it won't be that simple to enter. Using his powers, he reflects the map boss for a ridiculous empowered fight, then destroys the entrance into his realm of madness.
Empowered fight is practically double basic map boss. I rest my case.
In order to find him now, you'll need to let the insanity fully into your mind. A strange fruit is left behind which you can consume to fully embrace the madness in an attempt to reach the Raven Trickster's realm. Consuming the fruit will cover an entire area of the Atlas in fog, and every map you do in the fog will get progressively harder and harder as you explore the deeper reaches of your mind. At some point you enter a new layer. A simulacrum of your memories, twisted and perverted by the Raven Trickster.
So chat, I don't know, is it like the same stuff we farmed before, just looking like Simulacrum, but like with the new monsters? So like they
And we'll let you
changed
take
how
the remaining
yeah, they changed how mechanic itself is working, but so you can spam it, but the whole thing is kind of looking similar. Ooh, new boss is amazing, look at that. What the fuck? Well, alright, at least that's looking amazing.
So, that's the new storyline of Delirium. As you can see, it's not only a quest line, there are new mechanics, new crafting options, and new boss fights. But one question you might have is,
that's looked like Dark Souls, everybody.
the story, Grand Mirrors will start appearing on the Atlas sometimes after completing Delirium encounters. After doing the Grand Mirror, you can select where on the Atlas you want to do your fruit-induced drug trip and get another key to fight Tangmazu. But this time, the fight will be quite a bit harder, and not only that, the fight will be able to drop a bunch of new uniques that were not available in the questline version. We'll show some of those later. After doing a Grand Mirror, the decision of where to spread the fog can be important, because there are some potent emotions that only come from certain map bosses affected by Delirium this way. Like all emotions, they can craft special mods onto jewels, but these potent emotions can create mods that you can't get any other way. So for example, Potent Liquid Melancholy is an emotion that can only come from human bosses, and allows you to add a variety of on-hit effects. Also, you might want to try instilling amulets with these emotions. They could have some interesting effects, with some powerful notables that do not normally exist on the tree. Like Storm's Rebuke, which makes armor break boost your cold and lightning damage. But also notables from a clearly deranged mind, like Calm's Blessing. This skill allows you to ancestrally boost fire spells after using a Warcry. How about using an Ancestral Flame Blast?
That's cool.
Now, just like before, you can also upgrade the League by getting points for a dedicated Delirium Atlas tree. But this now works in a much better way and has much cooler effects. The maps in the Delirium area of the Atlas give you Delirium passive points for completing them, so it's easy to see how to progress. Some nodes will add new types of mirror shard encounters to your Deliriums. Like this one, which will pause the Delirium for some amount of time, allowing you to more easily get to higher depths. Or this one, which adds extra Delirium modifiers to monsters when you pick it up. There are also nodes that can add new types of drops, like this one, which modifies Simulacrum encounters to add special liquid emotions, which can craft time-lost jewels. And nodes that apply to the Atlas mechanics of the League, like this one, which causes the Grand Mirror to spread Delirium fog over a larger area of the Atlas, potentially containing multiple Simulacrums. Alright, so that's the changes to Delirium. The core mechanic now includes a bunch of new things to find, new monsters to kill, and has new mechanics on the Atlas. It also has new crafting system for jewels, and over 20 new unlockable notables for amulets. Not only that, but you have a new pinnacle boss with a bunch of new unique items, and a massively upgraded Atlas tree just for Delirium. But there's still a lot more to come, so let's talk about Breach next. When you first do a Breach in the endgame,
POE 1 breach incoming.
an ancient order of monks dedicated to preventing the Hiveborn from entering the world. As you seem to be a keen slayer of demons, Aelith would like to recruit you to the order and asks that you travel to their monastery to the south. On the way there, you'll start to encounter more breaches, and will notice one of the first
The biggest issue, that Breach been crazy bad in terms of FPS in PoE 1, and I'm a little afraid that since PoE 2 has even biggest density of effects, it might lag even worse. But being honest, I believe that at least the rewards will worth it, because like in PoE 1 you just literally spam Breach to get higher density. So you don't really care about Breach itself, you only care about monsters.
keepers are unable to get inside. Inside the monastery is the Genesis Tree, a powerful asset to the war effort, stolen from the enemy and gifted to the keepers.
By the way, you know, I also feel like the new league, it's like a crafters league, because we have a variation of the bench, we will have the Genesis tree, and we will have a lot of additions to craft. So I believe crafting will be even easier than before.
Worldly portal open for long enough, the breach will stabilize and will enter a new phase. The Hiveborn will send their toughest miscreations to defeat you, and the breach will not close until you can annihilate them, dropping hive blood that you can use to restore the Genesis tree. In some cases, you may even attract one of the deadliest foes the Hiveborn can offer, a Marshal of Zesht. These monsters also drop womb gifts, and if you take these to the
They really need a loot filter when they're showing the gameplay, because otherwise, whole screen is full of shit to loot.
but with each cycle, it learns and expands its abilities. When you first open the Genesis tree, you will notice these holes into which you can place your womb gifts. Each womb gift can be used to create a different type of jewel.
So they just copied that from PoE 1, like literally copied that from PoE 1. Well, I mean, thank you for beta test, PoE 1 oh fuck, I'm a PoE 1 player. Fuck me, everybody, that's sad. So yeah, they just copy mechanics from PoE 1. I don't know if it's bad, but that's where we are at the moment, that's where we are. And yeah, obligatory shit build always, everybody. They're showcasing only the builds that can't play at all. Only weak ones, only the ones which can clear content. They're fighting bosses for 10 minutes. Yeah, not even kidding. Yeah, guys, in terms of lags, I hope performance will be better, by the way. They need to work on improving it. I don't really care much about Breach, and you know what is the biggest issue with like Genesis 3 in PoE 1? Yeah, that's the whole overlook for people who never played PoE 1 chat. Like, most of the time, the 3 been very good in the first 2 days of playing the league, but after 2 days, it's absolutely useless, and a lot of people not even using it, because it's just not worth the time when you're joining and clicking it. So it's good for the league start, it's not good for the endgame. Let's see if they will be able to change it. Let's see if they will be able to change it. Yeah, mechanics within mechanics within mechanics. That's practically how PoE works at this point.
Time by clicking on them.
By the way, look, amazing huge tree for Genesis, which is probably going to be absolutely useless.
But you also have entire new classes of mods that can be added. The right-hand branch of the ring tree adds an entire new set of caster mods to rings. From basics like extra elemental damage for spells,
So that tree is used only for crafting items based on the energy you receive from farming breaches. So you farm breaches, you go to that tree and you craft some items for yourself. You're using the whole, like the tree here, just to generate those items and to set some particular properties for them. Well, some bonuses are looking kind of cute. Like, I don't even know. Maybe it's going to be good.
there are also trees for belts and currency. I won't go over them too much here, but there are all sorts of goodies in these too. Like being able to create new catalysts for jewels,
Oh, new catalysts are good. I like it.
or a belt that gives lightning damage.
Oh. Charms, lot
Once
of
you've
balls.
done enough breach encounters, you may finally get a womb gift capable of birthing a breach stone.
He actually shift click at that.
And you can then use it on the Hiveborn incursion. Once used, the true extent of the Breach Demon's foothold becomes clear. They have not only transformed the land, but constructed huge sky hives as well. When you enter the outskirts of their realm, you will discover breach hives.
Oh no, walls. Walls again. They added walls to PoE 2, everybody. Alert. This is not a drill. Walls. Well, I mean, that's mostly just reshuffling mechanics. I wouldn't say those changes are big. It's not bad, it's not good. I would say it's kind of in the mid. I'm much more hyped about the Delph, and I'm much more hyped about the new Atlas tree, which is looking much more promising. Mechanics are fine at the moment. Oh, is he playing my build? Is he playing my build?
Are securing the demon's entry into our world. Inside the very center are the Breach Lords Tool and Ash, and you will need to defeat them if you want to get rid of the foothold once and for all. Now, once you've completed the questline version, there is still more to do. You will find other breach domains on the Atlas randomly in your travels. For each one, you will need to find a breach stone, destroy the sky hives.
So I'm very hyped about the new tree, I'm very hyped about new amulets, I'm very hyped about new Delph, and I would say the mechanic changes at least looking crazy visually. So even if from in-game perspective it might be pretty basic. Oh yeah, that's hype, look at that, that's fucking hype, look at that. That's amazing, 30 fucking points. Oh, that's like...
This node will cause breach hives to spawn outside of the hiveborn domains on the Atlas. And this one will give Aelith additional abilities that
Hey guys, I don't even want to yap about that. That's like 30 fucking points just for Breach. By itself, that's absolutely amazing, and I'm sure we will see so many cool variations of Atlas 3. Like, I'm so happy about this. I really believe it's going to give us a lot of opportunities to farm in a different ways. Like, I'm not going to farm for... Oh, fuck! It has options! What? Like... Whoa, everybody, they have options. Alright, that's like...
head, which when returned to the Genesis tree, will grow
absolute fucking cinema. Like, alright, I'm giving up. Absolute fucking What? What's that? Oh.
So that's a rundown of what you can expect from the new...
Whoa, everybody, that's like fucking crazy. 30 points and also options is just absolutely insane. I'm very impressed, and I think GG did like a very good job with that. Like, Atlas 3 is probably the biggest hype tool for that league. Too much stuff. I think we'll figure out what's best pretty fast after just testing and like sharing info on streams, you know?
Words, beckoning you to come to the Wildwood. Like the other leagues, Ritual now has a place on the Atlas to call home. The Wildwood can be found to the west. When you first arrive there, Aoife's spirit will guide you in, where you will discover that inside the Wildwood, spirits can take physical form. Aoife has been bound,
So I've been abusing the ritual so hard, they decided to redo that.
so you will need her body, currently in possession of the king. To reclaim it, you will need to gain an audience with him. Inside the Wildwood, there are many ritual encounters to complete. Like before, in each area, triggering rituals will resurrect the nearby bound monsters to attack you, and killing the monsters will give you tribute. In addition, each ritual you do in the area will add the monsters from the previous ritual, making the encounters much more challenging the more rituals you complete. Once you've completed them, spend your tribute to get items. Now, an important change to the rewards of Ritual is that all the items in the reward window are now uniques or omens, making this league's rewards much more valuable than before. In order to gain an audience with the Nameless King, you need to sacrifice tribute to him. Any remaining tribute...
Whoa, that's actually a genius idea, chat. I absolutely like it. You need to sacrifice tribute to fight the king. It's making so much sense, and you can just force the boss that way. I think it's a very smart way to move around the ritual. I'm very hype about this. Omens will cost 1 AUG. Not all of them, but probably some. Yeah, guys, well, that's a very good idea, I believe. Oh,
Using her body, you can attempt to...
They're carrying the lady.
...true threat of the League. The Wildwood is built on top of an ancient prison. The King in the Mists didn't gain his power out of nowhere. He was granted it by an ancient being of darkness known as the Bodark, and the Nameless King's use of this power has been causing the prison to weaken. In order to prevent the Bodark from entering the world, a champion will need to enter its prison and beat him back, but those with a name are unable to survive there. In order to do so, you will need to transfer your name to another with a new mechanic in the Ritual League, the Rite of the Nameless. The rite will begin in a nearby forest. At first, it appears to be a regular ritual encounter, but that will soon change. The final ritual of the area will include the map boss,
He's playing my build.
and defeating him will give you a piece of the effigy onto which you will transfer your name.
Almost. He just made it bad.
But the ritual is still not complete. Once the map boss is defeated, the atlas will open, and you will need to pick another adjacent map to continue the ritual. During the rite, each adjacent map will have different rewards to tempt you. So for example, if you go in this direction, you gain significantly more tribute. But if you go in this direction, the uniques in the reward window will turn into currency.
Yeah, guys, talking about the rewards and what Kuzna is talking about, at the moment I believe GG focusing not on the... Oh, well, Mage Blood? Chat, what? What?
Now,
Have you
as this
seen
is one continuous ritual,
What? Like, am I going crazy? There been like Mage Blood, right? Am I correct? What the fuck Mage Blood is doing in POE 2? What? Oh, alright, everybody. That's definitely hype. That's definitely hype. We need to showcase that moment, that's for sure. Mage Blood? I think a lot of people actually missed it. Well, that's is it going to activate your charms, or I don't know?
challenge.
Yeah, you said Mage Blood in bingo, that's correct. Yeah, guys, being real, I believe GG currently focusing not on rewards, but on quests themselves. They're trying to make it fun and like a quest chain, then it will be kind of fun to play. By the way, he's playing my build wrong. The fuck is that? Like, there's a cold and skill. Like, cold skill, what is that?
But
if I
now
put
the
in more
forest to
reach-
begin the rite of the Nameless once more, and this time with a harder pinnacle boss, and
That looks like Dark Souls, chat.
of course we've also significantly upgraded the Ritual Atlas,
Why is there 31 point for ritual but 30 for breach? Chat, what's up?
which extends its duration. You thought fighting 5 map bosses at once was hard? How about 6? Or this one, which makes maps during the rite have more reward mods, often having 2. You also have nodes that allow things to combine with
You know, I will be honest with all of you. Ritual looking absolutely amazing. Breach look like fucking ass. And Delhi been very basic, but Ritual is looking amazing. Look at this shit, chat. I love it. We're probably going to farm Ritual. I don't fucking know. I'm probably going to force Ritual, even if it's going to suck. Because it's just looking fun. Yeah, guys, that's like the most important thing, because it's just looking fun. I believe Ritual so far, like, my second favorite mechanic based on what they showed. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Breach. Breach been lagging mass in POE 1-2. I farm Ritual every league. Not my bad. Not my bad.
You now have immediate quests as soon as you arrive at the endgame, and goals with obvious progressions that you can see how to finish. Each endgame quest line has a progress bar
So yeah,
that you
they're
can pop out
focusing-
from the side of
Yeah, they're focusing on those quest lines, chat. I think quest lines are probably the most important thing for GG at the moment. They're trying to make it streamlined for newer players who can't understand what the fuck they're playing even. And maybe it's actually good because it will help players to find their footing in the game. What's his yapping?
the
Oh,
Exile one was
challenge
used to the fact
us!
that each league comes with a series of challenges.
Who said challenges are not going to be there? Who says that? Who says that? Like, raise your fucking hand.
Show you a series of 8 challenges. After completing each one, anyone in chat or in the forums will be able to see your prowess. In addition, you'll get a statue to put in your hideout showing anyone you trade with
Whoa,
how
fucking
many
statue is
challenges you've
crazy.
completed. You'll earn the first piece of the armor set after doing 2 challenges, and the full armor set after completing all 8. So that covers all the content you'll encounter in Return of the Ancients. But what about some new tools to fight against these new pinnacles with? Well, we also have some new ascendancy classes as well, but to introduce them, I'll hand you guys back to Mark.
As
They're going to do
Jonathan
it
said,
now?
We have 2 new classes to show you today: the Spirit Walker and the Martial Artist.
That's
Let's start with
ascendancies.
the Huntress's new class, the Spirit Walker. The Spirit Walker has developed an affinity with the Asmerian,
By the way, whoa, amazing art, chat.
fuse the power of multiple spirits at her choosing. On the bottom part of the class, you will find paths for each wisp you would like to commune with, be they primal, vivid, or wild. Each one can give you different abilities that align with the stag, owl, or bear. Each ability gives you a method to become possessed by wisps of that type, and a new ability when you spend them. The Stag allows you to summon stampedes when you attack. The Owl grants boons in the form of their feathers, which adds extra projectiles and enhances the projectile speed of your next skill. And the Bear simply summons a giant bear companion to your side. The bear will maul, slam,
So they're
leap,
just
and
summoning
do
Druid
intimidating
as your
rolls to
bitch.
debuff your enemies.
Play Spirit Walker, you can summon the Druid as your bitch.
You can specialize more into each of these wisps, but if you want to combine all three of them, then a new hidden power will be unlocked, the power of the Sacred Wisps. This node is free and enhances the quality of all three of your spirit animals. Your bear will take some of the damage you take and grant you life regeneration.
That's
Your
kind of good.
stags will become more aggressive, leaping towards enemies, and your owl-empowered skills will leave a trail of soaring ground behind them. But that's not all. The Spirit Walker has other powers beyond wisps, such as Idolatry, which can give you large bonuses for using idol socketables in your equipment.
So that's like the Druid, but a different set of variations, chat. Like, oh, they had the tame beast there. Can capture unique beasts. Whoa, everybody, I'm absolutely sure there's going to be a build which is going to use some particular variation of unique beast. That's for sure. So far it's looking kind of good. Can you capture the monkey, by the way?
Or maybe a three-headed chimeral beast in the chimeral wetlands.
Oh, you can. What the fuck, chat? What the fuck?
Or then there's a
That's
giant
fun.
frozen owl beast, Rakar.
Alright, that's a fun class, everybody. 10 out of 10 in terms of fun, even if it's going to be weak as fuck. But at least it's fun. I'm honestly expecting it to be strong. Oh, it's looking kind of hype, everybody. It's looking kind of hype.
Next up,
Oh
we
yeah,
have the
finally!
monk's new ascendancy class, the
Martial artist. Alright, come on.
artist.
Come on, impress
After
me.
decades of training,
What?
he has mastered 3 of the 7 hollow
What
techniques.
was that?
Channeling hollow form technique allows the martial artist to create illusions of himself, which
Right, astral self near the target location, image perform a socket attack skills. That's crazy. That's very, very good. Suppressing chance per enemy to gain mountain technique on immobilizing an enemy. Lose the mountain technique when you're hit or when you use a sustainer attack benefits from mountain. Whoa, that's kind of nice. So that's like a generator and releasing the damage. Looking good.
attacks too. By hardening your weapon in stone, you can deal even more damage. After taking hollow focus technique, you can manifest your spiritual energy into objects. In this case, bells.
That's a new
Which will
bell.
appear around the martial artist and can be shattered by any of his attacks, even ones from the hollow form technique earlier. Hollow resonance technique furthers that by adding a manifested bell to your back, which rings each time you deal a critical strike, damaging all enemies around.
That's amazing, by the way, chat. Can you imagine carrying the bell?
Artist's
Contact rules
thorough
from your body,
training,
gaining
he has
additional-
mastered the flow of internal spiritual energy too,
Whoa,
and has engraved
that's
runic
great.
tattoos around his meridians. By doing this, he can gain the benefit of extra runes. Just open your inventory and add the runes.
That's fucking insane, chat. Yeah, guys, I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that. Like, additional runes are looking absolutely crazy. It's going to be very good, especially for gloves.
Master of the martial arts. Taking Way of the Stone Fist will cause your gloves to become a new base type when equipped. Each modifier on the original pair of gloves has an equivalent, more powerful, and more impactful modifier.
I hope that one is going to be insane.
For example, these gloves add some physical damage, cold damage, lightning damage,
Well, let's see
some
that.
resistances, and life gain on hit. Now, when I equip these, they become literal fists of stone.
What?
And not only grant me a bunch more
Chat, look at the
evasion and
bonuses.
energy shield, they now also grant a
Alright, chat,
lot
that's
more
insane.
damage, some maximum resistances, and a significantly higher amount of life gained on hitting enemies.
Whoa, everybody.
With all the different rune combinations you could do, and the different modifiers on gloves, there's a ton of different build options, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can come up with.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane,
Now,
chat.
with so many new bosses in Return of the Ancients,
That looks like a
of course
monthly.
we want to have a huge number of unique rewards. There are some pretty cool things in here, so we wanted to show you a few of them. Twisted
What about you will show me the rest of the monk notes? Ron build update soon. Yeah, guys, like Mage Blood, and they're going for just like Hollow Palm, everybody. Like they're going for Hollow Palm, and we will see. Maybe we will switch later to the weapon. But I believe the martial artist is looking insane with the new gloves too. Like I'm not exactly sure we're actually going to do Hollow Palm, but yeah, it's like very good. So guys, long story short, chat, we're going for the new monk. And maybe Nemi will play like the spirit, yada yada.
Also comes with its own reservation skill, Midnight Zenith. This skill causes your critical hits to grant Arctic petals that hover around you. Once you have acquired enough of these petals, they will be consumed, creating a floral ice crystal near an enemy. Then, destroy that crystal to do devastating cold damage to everything around it. The Raven's Flock is a staff perfect for minion characters. Not only does it grant spirit reservation efficiency and minion damage, it also allows your minions to inflict grueling madness on hit, slowing enemies and making all other slows on them more powerful, for maximum crowd control. That's not where this item shines though. It grants a skill called Spiraling Conspiracy. This skill
That looks
causes
like
a flock
Righteous
of
Fire.
ravens to circle you, dealing damage over time to anything near them. Killing enemies, or just by standing near unique enemies, causes the flock to grow, getting larger and larger.
Whoa.
For your POE 1 players, you can think of this just like a Raven Righteous Fire.
Yes.
That's
they say
not all,
that.
however. These ravens are also minions, so they fully scale with minion damage.
Whoa, that's
and come
insane,
with their
chat.
own command skill.
I expect the
Mad
build like
Flight.
that.
This command skill causes your flock to create a tunnel of deathly damage between a set of illusory mirrors, obliterating anything in between.
Yeah, guys, minion RF is definitely hype.
Horror's Flight is a pair of gloves instilled with the purest of fear. Equipping these causes your enemies to become terrified of you. These gloves cause you to gain stacks of fear incarnate when you cull enemies. To aid in your culling, these gloves also come with the skill Crushing Fear. This is similar to the monk skill Killing Palm, except it deals chaos damage, and the amount of damage and area of effect scales drastically based on
Chalupa's
the power
buff.
of the enemy.
And no, that's a joke.
As you use this, gain your stacks of Fear Incarnate, which increases your culling threshold, meaning enemies become easier and easier to cull, even to the point of being able to instantly kill some monsters from full life. Sylvan's Effigy is a scepter for those wanting to run companions. It allows you to have any number of companions of different types, instead of the normal restriction of just one per type. But what makes this cool is the Asmerian Wolf Companion it comes with. This is a persistent minion that bites foes to maim them.
Chat, what's up? Do they want to do like a minion league or what? So many buffs to the minions, so many unique things for the minions. By the way, minions can barely clear. Look at this. They can barely clear. They can't clear. Just consider that gameplay like a Righteous Fire gameplay.
Allows you to apply as many curses as you please, but those curses will have no effect. What's the point then? 2 reasons. Firstly, your spells gain a bunch of extra physical and chaos damage for each curse on enemies. Secondly, is the skill it grants called Coiling Bolts. This skill is a projectile spell that fires
Whoa.
coiling physical and chaos projectiles with
That's
every
fire.
cast. What
Look.
makes this skill truly special
Hey guys, look at that. Look how fast he's clearing compared to minions. You just need to have eyes to understand the difference. If you're not like completely fucking blind, like a mole, can ruin flammability freeze. Nobody's using that shit, I think. Depends on the skill, but like, I know it's not looking good enough.
about this bow, however, is the Asmerian Swarm skill. These are minions that are summoned when you kill enemies. They will pursue all nearby enemies, damaging them and inflicting a debuff on them that boosts your elemental damage even further. Watch as you mow enemies down, and the swarms of Asmerian wisps aid you, melting enemies one screen at a time.
Hi, says Orc, by the way. So, well, I mean, spirits, wisps are looking kind of fine, chat.
Use Spear. mastering in physical and lightning damage, with high critical strike chance too. This spear allows you to leech life not only from physical damage, but lightning too. It also creates a fragment of divinity nearby periodically. What are those? Well, this spear has the skill Righteous Descent,
Whoa.
which is an epic divine leap, aided by angel.
What the fuck, child? That's looking amazing. It's probably not going to be too strong, but it's looking amazing. Look how beautiful it is. And also, AoE is pretty good. AoE is pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. How much damage to the boss? Let's see. And, ooh, that's solid. Yeah, guys, that's solid. That's dealing much more damage than usual shit in there.
Unique jewel, Voices.
Oh, that's our
Voices is
voices.
simple. It consumes 1 jewel slot to add more. There are versions that add 2 jewel slots, 3 jewel slots, and for those who are absurdly lucky or rich, one with 4 jewel slots.
That's for
Equip
me.
it and notice the slots appear next to your character's portrait in the center.
That's awesome, by the way.
One of the things
Yeah,
we're
I think it's
concerned about
clusters.
is how long it takes for experienced players to replay through the game in each new league. As we learned from Path of Exile 1, one of the things that can really help is having elements in the campaign that tell you where to go, if you know what to look for. We'll cover just one example per act for Acts 1 to 3, but there are many more than just these. For example, Hunting Grounds in Act 1 is a large, sparse area, containing multiple entrances and landmark encounters. Here's an example of some of the changes we've made here. Finding the ritual encounter in this area isn't too difficult. Now after completing it, a trail of locusts will lead to the entrance to Freythorn. Just follow it and find the source of the evil. You may also find corpses of dead animals, killed and pecked at by the crowbell. You'll notice a trail of blood leading away from them. Follow the trail and it will lead.
So long story short, they're trying to help you out to navigate in the campaign. Pretty nice change. I think it might help some players. It will probably help me even. If you remember, chat, I'm not the fastest campaign runner. I usually don't bother much with running it too fast. But I think it's kind of nice. It's giving you some visual way to communicate with the game. Like game is communicating with you. So I think it's going to be helpful. I kind of like it.
In Act 3, the jungle areas have camps of explorers to sell you items. However, they are now even more useful. By
They are?
talking to the explorers, they will point towards the next area. Not only that, but it will also reveal it on the minimap, so you can know exactly where to go.
Whoa.
These are just some examples. We plan to do more and more of these over time in order to streamline the experience. Now, as this is an endgame expansion, it makes sense that we would work on Atlas QOL. We've added a search box that updates live as you
Search.
type. Have a
Finally
specific
search,
map you want to
chat.
run? Now they will be much easier to find.
That's a big
If
win.
there are multiple maps, hitting enter will move you from map to map. Now, making a character build in Path of Exile 2 can be pretty complex. And instead of designing a build yourself, many players enjoy following online build guides. We have a pretty awesome
What?
community that has built many tools over the years for designing builds, but we wanted to improve the experience of following them. So, we are introducing a new build guide system directly into the game client. Here's how it
What?
works. Community creators who write build guides can now create a new file format. a
Oh,
build
for real.
file. Once downloaded, the builds appear in the in-game client, and selecting one will show you everything you need to know to make that build. So you can see all the passives you need to allocate, ascendancy points you need to take, skill gems you need to equip, and
Well, right, that's pretty huge. As a build creator, I would say it could be a little too annoying to interact with. But if it's going to work, I'm going to provide the files, I believe. So, personally, it's looking strange for me, but why not?
in fact,
Whoa.
build creators can
Thank you for 20 subs, Alma.
these areas, allowing them to explain different trade-offs in context, or just give more info about how these things should be used. They can also give level ranges to each element, allowing recommendations to change over time. Great for builds that need to respec after they reach a certain level. Now, all of this is written in a standardized build format that creators can use, and we imagine that a lot of community build tools will be updated to add support for this format. Now that we have trade market searching built into the in-game client, we have added the ability to price check items you can find more easily. Control-Alt-clicking an item will now search for it on the trade market, showing you the current prices. For rare...
To be honest, chat, like, I'm not exactly sure how good it's going to be, like, the file with the build. It's kind of very questionable, and I'm not sure if it's going to worth it, because it could be too limited. But we will see. If it will not be limited, I'm definitely going to, like, work on that, for my builds at least. So people would also bash me for not updating, the file as well, you know?
As always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic.
Oh, shut up about microtransactions. Oh, I love GG chat, but like empty stock every time is boring. So long story short, start updating already. Oh, I'm sorry. So guys, long story short, chat, I'm not sure how good is going to be the thing with the build. I'm very hyped about, like, I'm going to write on the screen, like, the whole thing explaining what's happening right after. And in general, I believe the league is looking very, very good. There's at least a few things that are looking pretty amazing. Monk is looking crazy. Like, Monk alone is looking crazy, chat. I will be honest, it's just looking crazy. You should be blind to not understand that. Don't care about MTXs. I don't know, people actually care about those? Like, well, I mean, you can just buy the ones that you will like. Can't wait for the balance patch notes. I don't think patch notes are coming today. What do you think? Yeah, guys, like, I honestly believe it would be smart to post patch notes like 1 week before the league starts, because patch notes today would be a pretty bad idea in my opinion. It could kill some hype. So I really hope they will not do that. They're going martial artist. Yeah, they're probably going martial artist, and Nami is probably going to play spirit, whatever the name, like the second spirit, whatever the name, like that lady, the summoner, it seems. And you know, like, I liked Righteous Fire, Spirit Worker. What the fuck? Why are you calling it Spirit Worker? Oh yeah, you can buy a cage and you can put something in the cage. Beautiful, by the way. So what do I think? The league itself is looking very decent. I'm not sure if like mechanics changes are mandatory, but Delph is hype. Atlas 3 is hype. I would say new ascendancy is looking cool, and some of the new items are looking insane as well. I also like voices, and I like new amulets too. So the whole list of what I like is significantly bigger than what I dislike. So what we are currently hoping for, chat, we're hoping that they will not nerf anything into the ground. So I hope they're not going to be big nerfs. I also hope that they will make like proper numbers for some particular skills. For example, I really like the jumping Valkyrie skill when you're like flying like Valkyrie. I think it's kind of cool. But being real, I'm a little afraid the numbers are going to be so dog shit that it will be unplayable. At least he killed a boss with that. So let's hope it's going to work. I'm probably going to work on at least 3 builds that league, and maybe we're going to utilize the new thing. Yeah, the new thing. For the builds, whatever is the file. Like, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, honestly. I'm not exactly sure why they even decided to add it. But, well, I'm here we are. Finally, Wolf build now. Please do new Spirit Ascendancy build. I will. Name probably going to play it. I think I will definitely do new Spirit Ascendancy build. I'm going to play Monk myself, and then I will probably swap. But we will see about swapping. Yeah, we will figure it out. So, long story short, what do you think, chat? Everybody, what do you think? Like, have you liked it? How hyped you are? Monk to boring. You know, new Monk is worth the attention agent. Spears probably good this league. Yes, I think Spears, especially with like Amazon, is probably going to be very strong. Add more rhyme to avoid swapping. I don't have that. I think this league we play is a class called... What's up? Spear's probably good this league because in new league mechanic improve low level unique like Tangle Tank. Do you think Tangle Tank could be playable after the changes? Paragon, I like the new spear by the way. I think it's looking kind of good. By the way, what's the yapping about?
Extra effects and affinity stashes. That's not all, however. The Fragment stash tab is finally
Hey
coming to
guys.
Path of Exile 2.
I'm probably going to do a build with the new Raven stuff because I believe it's like very, very promising. I believe it's very, very promising.
Getting 6 tabs of storage.
Oh, finally, chat.
There's a tab for your Djinn barriers and inscribed ultimatums. Both of
Finally.
which get their own 6 tabs. That's a lot of tabs.
So that's everything in 050. This is by far the biggest update we've ever made to POE 1 or 2. New in-game storylines, pinnacle bosses, crafting systems, items, ascendancy classes, and so much more. Now, because this update contains so much in-game content, we're doing significantly more testing than usual. For that to happen, we're taking a little longer than usual between the announcement and the release. 050 will be released in 3 weeks on May the 29th, with the patch notes being released on the Friday before that, on May 21st.
Thanks God, that's making
But there's
sense.
just one more thing to talk about. Now that the endgame is up to scratch, we have to start talking about our plan for 1.0 release. The feedback we've had during early access has been critical for making all the improvements that we'll be making to the game. At the same time, we had to create enough in-game content to make an ARPG that can call itself a successor to Path of Exile 1. Well, with 050, we now believe we have reached that point, and so this is going to be the last full-size league during early access. That's right, the next big update is going to be 1.0.
Oh,
Now,
fuck.
normally we would do our next big content release in August, but in the run-up to full release, our plans take a little longer on this one. As big as 050 is, 1.0 is even bigger. So we'll be launching 1.0 this year sometime after ExileCon. But that doesn't mean we won't be doing updates in the meantime. In this final phase, we have a lot of things to polish throughout the game and balance to improve. I'm sure there'll also be feedback about the new endgame that we need to incorporate too. The difference is that the focus is not going to be on adding more content like the previous updates, it's going to be on improving what we already have. But we still want to encourage people to try out all the balance changes and improvements that we're making. So we're going to be running a few event leagues during this phase alongside each update. Think remixes of existing mechanics or features. And speaking of ExileCon, don't forget to pencil it in on the weekend of November the 7th in New Zealand. ExileCon
So they're going to do 1.0 after the November and like December the earliest. Here we are, practically that's it. Creeparian is
for a
here.
while now with Act 5 and 6. Tickets for the in-person event are currently sold out, but don't worry, all the announcements and talks are going to be streamed online for all of you to watch. Now, I'm personally so excited for this. This is the year that POE 2 comes out. The campaign is finally finished. It's been 8 years to get here, but we're finally near the finish line. And with that, it's time to move on to our live Q&A.
Oh, just not QA. All right, chat. So what do we have? What? Where's the sound? Chats are mute. Chats are muted. Chats, they fucked up the sound. Look at that.
Good to
Oh, it came back.
long Q&A again, once again today. We just had a teaser for Return of the Ancients expansion and its complete overhaul to just every single thing in the endgame, complete endgame overhaul. The runes of...
All right, everybody. So first off, let's look at Bingo. Hey guys, we have 1.0 without swords and like I don't fucking know, without a lot of classes. It's kind of very funny. So what we have, we don't have new weapons. We have new bosses. We have clusters. We have new ascendancy. PV1 mechanics incoming. Some old mechanic deleted. Well, I mean up to some degree, yes. Atlas rework, yes. Master added to 3, no. Suddenly. Campaign is changed. Rarity, we don't know at the moment. Challenges here, new stash tabs here. Daily reworked, benches here. And well, I mean, that's it. You know, we hit so many, chat. What do you mean very bad patch agent? Like, what you actually even want? They smart, they know they can't win that. To be honest, everybody, like at the moment, I believe it's in a very special position. And well, I mean, here we are. I think it's kind of cool by itself. And let me write it down. Facing 6 bosses and ritual. Everybody, so like, let me summarize. What do we have? Let me summarize what do we have. So first off, the biggest question at the moment is there going to be some teasers in between how long we will need to wait? Because while waiting line is big. Oh yeah, I can see you drop like a foil, Kuzna. Second, I believe it's kind of overbuffed for some particular things. And well, I mean, it's looking kind of nice. It's looking kind of nice. So my biggest question is that, everybody, what you liked the most about the whole reveal? We'll wait till December for sure for 0.1. Yeah, like, it's alright, chat, if we will wait for December. Nothing? What do you mean, like, nothing? You don't like Delph? Why everybody is so negative? Yeah, guys, like, being positive. I like the Delph, and I like the Atlas, like, Atlas change. I also believe don't buy supporter packs, better sub to me. Hey, guys, I like general changes for Atlas. I like general changes for, like, Pseudo Delph. I also like, let me be honest, I think new ascendancies are looking kind of fun. I like new amulets. I like the runes. And I believe the new mechanics are looking kind of fun. I'm probably going to farm ritual. Yeah, like, don't hate me for that. Chat, like, don't hate me for that. I'm probably going to farm ritual. Monk is looking sexy, but GG plus a lot of changes fucking mess. We will see. What do you guys think? Like, it's looking good. It's looking. Yeah, chat, like, what do you think? All right, let's vote. Chat, let's vote. Give me a plus if you like the announce. Minus if you don't like the announce. And 0 if you like neutral. So 0 neutral, plus you like, minus you don't like. Let's vote. Like we usually do on the streams. So, like, come on. A lot of pluses, Agent Smith sent like minus. Seriously, what, everybody? Plus you like it, minus you don't like it, 0 you're neutral. Not a single 0? Like, seriously, not a single fucking 0? I like they're changing things and attempt to improve, but general way is going far away from be like in POE 1. The game is completely different. Oh, here is a 0. It's good, but like bit of sadness because the new class wasn't in there. Well, I mean, to be honest, Jump, we can just play something fun like Righteous Fire. I don't fucking know. Thank you for pluses, by the way. So, like, only 1 minus. Kuzna, where's your minus? You dislike it or what? Like, support agent. They said nothing about changes to Temple. Hey, 95. Don't you think, like, Temple will be completely fucking deleted? Yeah, guys, Temple will be nerfed into the ground. It's obviously event core, but by deleted, I mean they will just delete the loot. Half-assed patch. Lazy works. Whoa, what do you mean, my man? There are so many crazy new builds that you could almost say that they are new classes. Yo, I'm not sure about crazy new builds. At least I've seen like 3. And I believe it's kind of looking fun, chat. We're probably going to do some monk builds, and we're probably going to do like a Righteous Fire or something. Think I'm going Huntress. What are you going to play with Huntress? Like Fab Gunin? Please, I don't want Hero Temple anymore. It should go to normal state. Everybody, Temple will be nerfed. All my dudes hate towers. Everybody fucking hates towers. The question is like, so what? What's next? Yeah, guys, we hit like half the bingo. Let me be honest. It's been very successful for us. It's just like very, very easy to hit. Yeah, I'm improved. I'm impressed. I said improved. So, enemy, can I get like Yep. What your thoughts on patch? My thoughts on patch is the patch is great. I probably would wish for some things, but at the moment, patch is looking pretty decent. I think it's the right direction. and that's kind of good. We didn't see also any new support skills. We've seen a few jump. There have been at least a few. So what I at the moment think, everybody, I think it's like 8 out of 10 patch. 8 out of 10. Let's call it 8 out of 10 because I believe it's good enough for us to like bother. But I'm not sure if it's going to be completely crazy. So far it's looking 8 out of 10. It's not too amazing, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, guys. So let's write the summary. Yeah, guys. Let's write summary. Yeah, like what the fuck. Let's write the summary, chat. And let me make it what? So what do we have? Yeah, we have a mage blood, by the way. First off, we have the Delve, chat. All right, tell me what do you think is cool? Tell me what is good. Yeah, we're going to write good and bad. Yeah, good and questionable, chat. All right. So here is the thing. All right. So good. Delve is looking fun and promising. Runesmithing looking pretty refreshing at the moment. Runesmithing, like, yeah. Gosh, what's up with? Runesmithing is looking pretty refreshing. In-game guides and PC, I don't think in-game guides are kind of nice. In-game guys can be too much hand-holding at the moment. Because I will be honest, chat, like, having the guides exactly in the game is a little too much, in my opinion. Because, well, game should be playable without guides. That's what I think. Yeah, Mage Blood cameo is just, like, very nice. Save time to alt tab? Well, I mean, you need to understand the build. You need to grasp it, not exactly copy it. So I don't fucking know. Maybe it will be good. So you're not doing endgame guides. We will see. I will probably do endgame guides. Yeah, guys, I will probably do in-game guides. RF is finally here, so what else? All right, so new Atlas Passive 3 is actually looking absolutely amazing. Streaming until the release or taking a break? Oh, we will see about that, Rolas. I will probably start streaming about a week before the release. So when we will have the patch notes, I will have there's nothing to stream at the moment. And by the way, thank you for subbing. Like I will start streaming when we will have patch notes. Because I think without the patch notes, there's practically nothing to stream. Like, stream the game, which is probably going to change. What for? It just sounds like a waste of time, to be honest. Heron, how it feels? It looks awesome. To be honest, it looked pretty good, Detoxify. What do you think? Only thing I did not really like is the Breach walls. You know, I kind of hated Breach. I got to watch this release before I came back, but I didn't even touch last league, so excited already. That looks amazing, Big Hanky. Yeah, like, you will be impressed how good it is. Yeah, I'm doing summary right now. I'm doing summary right now, chat, and like, that's where we are. Streamer has a life outside of gaming? No way. Well, I mean, most of the streamers have life outside of gaming because streaming is not bringing enough money, and you also need to have like some side jobs or a full-time job because otherwise you'll have like, yeah, nothing to fucking eat. So most of the streamers has some life usually, except the big ones. All right, so where we are, chat. Like, what else we liked? On the other side, on leveling, I just want to fast guide and do not think run and gun real game and late anyway. Well, making sense. The biggest issue is like buying items. Hey guys, the biggest issue with the guides, you need to buy items, and that's like the main thing in there. So I meant to say that you work outside of streaming. Oh no, I'm not full-time working, but I have a few side projects, just in general, so it will be like easier to do stuff. Some of them are gaming relating to. Okay, that was a sick 4 minutes trailer. That looked amazing, Henky, actually. So what else do we like? Chat, like, what do we like? What do we like? Upgrading uniques and stealing unique bonuses to use on rare items. You know? Yeah, I'm going to add it. Thank you, Hop Up. I'm going to add it. Uniques interactions. Alright, I'm sorry, but you have to explain something. Starting new build for Druid Shaman. On your guide for the Ancestral Bear, you said level 14 change mode to Fury of Mountain, but I swear on your video and Mobility's guide, you don't even use it. That depends on the level, my friend. Loki got swag. That depends on the level. So you swap mode to Fury of the Mountain, you use Fury of the Mountain for a few levels, and you drop Fury of the Mountain later on. You're not going to play Fury of the Mountain forever. You're just playing it for like 20 levels. Just check the guide. That's pretty much it. So that's very, very simple. You're swapping Maul to Fury. You're playing Furies and you're swapping back to Maul. It's just at different parts of the game. Like different things are working. That's it. The build import things. What do you think about build import? GG, if you don't want one button builds, also GG, let's add RF back. I like it. Taming monkey boss with hunters. I like it too. I like it too. Even if it's going to be like, maybe not too strong. Seem like multiple new endgame quest lines, which should be sick. People like quest lines? Oh, no issue at all, Loki. Feel free to ask. Hopefully Mage Blood gonna be level 1 unique flask, legendary level of trolling. Don't start. You know, I think Big Henky kinda right, chat. GG wants very, like, they trying very hard to guide us into the game they want us to play, but community wants, like, different game. I think it's a pretty big issue for RPG. What do you think about New Monk Ascendancy? 1 or 2 words? Good. Very good. Very good, rollers. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play New Monk Ascendancy. That's going to be the deal. Yep. We want one button vacuuming maps and one shot in pinnacles. One shot in pinnacles is easy. The issue is what's up with rewards. All right. So what else? What else do we like, chat? Yeah, new ritual looks much better and more streamlined compared to what we had before, everybody. I believe just significantly easier to utilize us at the moment. I don't even know, it was too much for my brain. It's looking very good, Rollers. Are you hyped for new Monk Ascendancy? Yes, PN, I am. I'm going to play new Monk Ascendancy myself. I don't even know it. Ancestrally boosted spells. Oh, by the way, ancestrally boosted spells are kinda nice. Ancestrally boosted Comet. People just want not to have upper limit and push into the ground. Well, we will see about that. I mostly just want a less volatile economy. It will never happen. And things that make me want to stay in the league longer will never happen to you. Look, Big Henky, they want you to play the league for like 5 days and then go to do something else. That's like the big deal. Hey guys, like, new ritual is looking pretty nice. Yeah, guys, Breach can lag even worse than in POE 1. I think that's probably one of my most biggest fears, everybody. There is a chance that Breach is going to be such dog shit thing that is barely going to work. So, that's like the deal. Delirium and Ritual I did kind of hate, now I'm intrigued. Ritual is going to be amazing, I'm not sure about Delhi. Fucking walls. Yeah, also walls. It's like they care a lot about league start and number of players at start. Yeah, obviously, they care only about start, big hankies. They said it multiple times, they don't care about retention, and they want you to play the game for like 5 days. What about turning packs into strong boxes? I think it's fun, but we will need to test if it's actually good, because boxes been kinda mid in PoE 2, it's not PoE 1. We need to make them remove those walls. Yeah, that's for sure. Why only 5 days? It's just like a random number out of my mind. It could be anything instead of 5 days. They want you to play for at least a few days Dota Star, but not any particular number of days. They don't care about retention at all, so if you will play a league for at least a day or two, it will be good enough for them. Nobody bothered with Simu before, nobody bothering after. To be honest, chat, like Simu probably going to suck. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, visuals are amazing, by the way, chat. 80% of players burn out in 15 days. It's even faster than 15. It's actually 7. Well, let me be honest, chat. Like, it's actually 7. They're just playing for an hour. All right, what else? What's questionable? Probably, but at least it should be better than current Delirium. Anything would be better than current Delirium. Hopium that new Monk illusions work with Flicker. You know, I believe there are going to be better options to play Monk than Flicker, actually. Like, we obviously need to see the patch notes, but I don't fucking know, chat. Like, playing Flicker again, like, the only option for Monk is going to be kind of sad. I really hope there are going to be some other options to play Monk. Just because, well... Yeah, I really expect we're going to get something cool, like what we had when we had, like, a Hollow Palm, you remember? So, I actually want something strong like that. I can never make a second build with all the campaign I need to run again. Understandable. Just imagine flickering illusions that big. If they will not lag. Alright, chat. Alright, so what else? Everybody help me out. What good and what not so good about the current setup? Like, what's your general opinion? What's your general opinion? Press the button, game crash. Always. Build planner. Do you think build planner actually good? I have it here. Campaign still long as fuck. It's probably even longer right now. Yeah, campaign feels good in Act 1 and then feels like a drag. Campaign always feels like a drag, chat. Even in like Act 1. The whole campaign is always annoying. Thanks God you can play campaign in like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. And well, I mean, that's it. For new people, probably too much hand holding. Yeah, that's my fear, everybody. New old bridge gonna be money printer again. You think so? That's not PoE 1, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna follow your lead this time. Making the bear myself was fun, but massive waste of time. Well, I mean, that's understandable. You can just play it with us. At first, they said campaign skip is impossible. No campaign skip. They will never go that way. Without numbers, it's hard to tell which mechanics will. Yeah, like Dot Star is like absolutely correct. Because being honest, there's barely enough information at the moment to judge the mechanics. It's gonna maybe useful in console, the in-game, but like for real seems useless. I don't fucking know, chat. Like, I feel like it's going to be a mess, and it's probably going to create more questions than actually like fun experience. What do you think about new uniques? I liked a few. Like I have that line right here, unique interactions. In general, I think it's a good direction for the in-game items, but we will see how how big it's going to be. Craft 3 plus all players pick crafts always was and probably going to be. No. So visual, easier crafts, more craft options with breach tree and runes. I would rather see official partnership with existing tools like POE. You know, guys, POE should be integrated. Like my opinion, POE should be integrated. It's absolutely like it's very very basic, and I honestly don't think that adding guides to the game is actually a good idea. Because being honest, everybody, don't you think it will create a special reputation for the game when there's like guides, and that's the only game which is impossible to play without guides? Casuals will fall into the trap. The rest of us will probably. Yeah, like chat. Let me be honest. I miss your reaction after the stream. It's crazy how much stuff they added, isn't it? Yeah, it's very good, trollers. But I think a lot of that stuff is not actually new. It's most like reiteration. It's most like reiteration. So that's kind of interesting. GG is murdering third-party tools. Yeah, they're kind of murdering third-party tools. That's pretty much it. They're doing everything to damage them. They're doing everything to like burn them. Starting specific areas in endgame sounds like a good thing. You mean like just tips? So yeah, tips for campaign will make it easier and faster, especially for new players. That's making a lot of sense. That's making a lot of sense. Can we expect some crazy new monks build from you? Yes. I'm probably going to do at least one monk build. I hope it's not going to be Flicker, but we will see. Maybe it's going to be Flicker, actually. Hey guys, that's like the most annoying shit. I want to see some builds for monk, which is not just spamming Flicker all over again. But maybe it's going to be Flicker, or is there going to be no other options? Hey guys, so far, in terms of builds for myself, are aimed to do Righteous Fire. I aim to do like monk in general, and I probably want to do some summoner with bosses if it's possible and not total garbage. I already seen you players will not see those tips. Do you think they're blind, Kuzna? Do you think they're blind? Specific areas for Breach Delirium. Oh, you mean that? You know, I dislike. Yeah, guys, like so yeah, what do I think about quests? I honestly dislike quest chat. Quest lines can feel overwhelming for new players, but redundant for experienced ones. That's practically where we are with the quest chat. I really feel like GG want to force the quests into the game. They want more hand holding, but personally, I'm not a big fan, and I honestly can't understand like what kind of players would even enjoy those quests. Because like experienced players will just ignore it. Like new players will probably feel overwhelmed. And what kind of player would even like quests? Like I like the whole idea and mechanics itself, but I don't think we need like 6 quest lines for everything, especially since most of those quests just like go to some particular parts. Jonathan never going to add images to guides. He knows which photo gonna be 80% of builds. Don't start. If you want to run only Abyss, you can run only Abyss, making sense. I was kind of bummed not to see anything. Maybe I missed it about a lot of new skills. There are probably going to be at least a few. I feel like they have added a ton of stuff, but personally, I feel like we need a lot of more skills for endgame viability. It's probably not going to happen, Henki. Game companies in general hate mod teams and third-party tools always. Ron is just a rework of post-X to endgame curve. Oh, yes, but don't you think it's kind of, like, I don't know, too much hand-holding? I want the content of quest lines without the demand to do them, that making them quests give them. I don't need the alerts to. Yeah, like exactly. Henki's right, chat. Like I'm doubling Henki. Breach was my favorite. They fucked it up with the walls. Oh well. I mean, you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. That's practically where we are. So guys, that's the summary. What's happening in QA?
It's just drops from Olroth, drops from the new Pinnacle, a few others, and we've tried to have multiple outcomes for them, and you don't get to pick. So, for example, there's a new shield being added, and it is a strength dex shield, so armor evasion, and it comes with raised shield, and it has some mechanics around that. In the Verisium bench, you can put it in, you can craft, and it can turn into a full ES base, a full evasion base with parry, or a full strength base with raised shield. So you can, if you'd want to get away from it being hybrid, and like that's just one example.
Oh gosh, no, fuck this shit, chat. Nobody's going to play parry. New Monk Ascendancy, yeah, New Monk Ascendancy feel, and it's actually looking very nice. I'm probably going to play it myself, so we'll see you in 2 weeks, boys. Like, are you already living rollers? But yeah, like, we're probably going to have some videos posted soon, and I will do like a few summaries, but I will start streaming daily 1 week before the start. So yeah, chat, like 1 week before the start, we're starting daily streams, and that's probably going to be like the main thing. Yeah, a lot of work those days, need to sleep. Oh, well, at least you have it, the job rollers, pretty happy for you. Welke tabel has whole white. Rune Bart is S, more ES for my ES life problem is still in place. Warriors still have only fucking maze, while Monk flying and spam illusions with free stats. Nobody playing Warriors, my man. Sorry. New pin bosses are looking amazing. To be honest, a lot of cool visuals. Yeah, guys, like I fucking love visuals in general. I think it's looking so good so far. Yeah, give me like a second shot. All right. Probably will skip every game. I was planning to play this May. What you actually planned? Hey guys, so far I think the league is looking good. All right, chat. I have a very interesting question, everybody. Chat, like, please vote, everybody. Give me a number from 1 to 10. What you will give that reveal? Like, what do you think it is? Like 7, 6, 8, 9? Give me a number, please. Only number. Only number. We will calculate the average. We'll calculate the average. Yeah, guys, let's do it. I think it's going to be fun. Give me a number, chat. Like, just type the number. So 6 or 7, we need like a particular number. 6. Personally, I would probably be closer. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm going to add like my number last. It's actually 8. So what is that total? Yeah, guys, like give me a number, just one number. What do you think the league reveal is? Like how much you like it? Actually, 9. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. So like from 1 to 10, give me the number. I'm going to calculate the average based on what people think. It's pretty interesting, chat. Like personally, I would say I like it. There's a lot of positive in my list, as you can see. There's a lot of positives. There are barely any negatives. All right, so let's calculate how many people actually voted. Personally, I would probably give like 7, maybe 8. Maybe 8. It's probably 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So yeah, let me calculate, chat. It's like 10. It's 5, 8. Let's say 8 again. Let's say 6, 7, and 9. So on average, yeah, guys, I will just type it here. $7.57. So guys, generally I think it's looking good. My biggest fear right now that there is something in patch notes which is probably going to fuck us in a pretty bad fashion, and it's just going to be very, very uncomfortable for us in general. So here we are. And yeah, I also don't think there are going to be a lot of additional like info in QA. I don't think there's going to be much. So that's practically my summary at the moment. I don't think there's a lot of things to add. I think that's practically it. Yeah, give me a second, everybody. We'll come back right now and we'll probably add a few points. And alright, everybody, so we're practically back, and what else can we say? What else can we say, chat? Uh, in general, I think it's a pretty solid result. I think I would say it's even very solid result, and it could be better, it could be worse. I'm looking for the patch notes at the moment, but before that, did I say when the next league it will be? It's going to be 1.0. R Darker is going to be 1.0, so the next league is practically the game release. Hey guys, I also think they're kind of 0.69. What the fuck, Kuzna? What the fuck? Hey guys, here we are. I honestly believe the GG kind of forcing the release. They're forcing the release like pretty heavily. But I don't even know how it's going to feel right now. So is it going to? They have to. They're so behind. Do you actually think they're behind? Is it that far behind? Because I don't really know. It just looks like they want to get it as fast as possible. But being honest, chat. Like, by the way, what's your number, agent? You never said your number. How much you would give the league? How much you would give the league? Gives like, what do you mean? Like 1 out of 10, 1 to 10, you can just give me a number. Gave up the like. uh, yeah, so in my opinion, it was a pretty solid chat, and I would say I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think so far from the look, 3. Hard to judge. 3. I give it 7. I'm happy, but no new class at this point is kind of goofy. To be honest, chat, like there's a lot of changes. I'm not focusing a lot on the new class. I think the new ranger is looking amazing. The new monk is looking very great too. Like, I really believe that ranger is going to be like a fun class, and monk is going to be like a strong class. So that's it. POE2 not attracting me more and more. Like, what's wrong with POE2? What else you're even going to play? What else you even going to play? This league will show whenever I've fallen behind or not. Last league there were more than 100k fewer players than in the league before. To be honest, Phil, like, I don't think just judging players is such an amazing idea. Because a lot of people just playing only for a few days. I think we need to understand that GG is practically judging stuff based on how many people are buying, like, packs. Like, how many people are buying packs, chat. Because, like, GG completely ignore everything else. Like, they don't fucking care. They only care about how many people buying packs. And, well, I mean, that's it. I don't really think there's a lot of point for them to bother with anything else. You can just select new ascendancies, or you have to jump through hopes like with Jin Master. No. You can just select new ascendancies, Dota. I've been playing lots of games, it's been awesome. Well, I mean, same for me. I played some off stream, I also worked on a few additional projects, things like that. It's still pretty hype, chat. It's still pretty hype. And I think it's going to be pretty good by itself. So my biggest question, everybody, is like, why they're not really making like any big changes, and why we need to wait 3 weeks? Yeah, guys, that's probably my biggest issue. That's probably my biggest fear, is that like we will need to wait for so long until we can actually see the patch notes, until we can actually play. So I don't think I'm going to start streaming proactively up until we'll see the patch notes. So what are we going to do, everybody? I will give a summary right now. I'm not going to listen to QIA because very often QIA provides not auto value, actually. I will just probably skim through that tomorrow. And in general, I'm pretty happy. PO1 should go, honestly. You think so? Why? You can just select news, and yeah, like, only thing that bothers me is that GG might get numbers wrong due to sheer amount of changes. Or what kind of numbers? They claim 3 weeks is for testing. Oh, no, chat, like, it's not for testing. They just can't make it in time. Yeah, guys, like, I love GG, but they always misrepresent the data. They say, like, it's for testing, but it's actually just them stalling for time. That's pretty much it. They just need more time to finish it up. So, balancing stuff to my new mechanics, well, we will see about this. Some things are probably going to get, like, broken, will not work properly. So, long story short, everybody, I'm going to start streaming daily after we will see the patch notes. And before that, I'm probably just going to do some overview videos on my YouTube. If you're not, like, subbed on my YouTube, go sub on that. And, well, I'm probably also going to be a little more proactive in Discord and shit, so it will be easier for us to discuss some particular things. And, well, we will see how good it's going to go. So that's the summary. What's good? Like, Delph is looking amazing. Runesmith is very nice. Mageblood coming, which is cool. Righteous Fire is here. New Atlas Passive is probably my favorite change, everybody. New Atlas Passive 3 is absolutely insanely cool. Unique interaction is cool. It's probably going to give way for some particular builds. New Ritual looks much better. It's much more streamlined. It's much more fun. Visuals for the game is just like crazy. I think the game is very beautiful. Easier crafts and more craft options are always welcomed. I don't really believe that Breach 3 is going to be good, but runes are looking very solid. And tips for campaign, in my opinion, is also pretty nice. So, in-game guides, in my opinion, is very questionable. It's probably will create a lot of chaos. Breach can lag, and like lags in general, in my opinion, should be addressed because like POE is also lagging very often, and quest lines, in my opinion, is just a lot of junk by itself. I'm not a big fan of quest line. Maybe that's just me. Pretty sure it's marketing shit. They want to keep hype. Whoa, do you think it's good for hype, Kuzna? I think hype will like be significantly lower in the whole fucking 3 weeks. I think it's much better for the hype to just actually do the stream on May 22. Like, they could just do the stream on May 22. It's not helping the hype. Yeah, guys, I don't believe it's helping the hype. That's my opinion. I don't really believe it's just such a good thing, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, guys, nobody fucking listening to QIA. Look at that, by the way. Nobody fucking listening to QIA. As always. Oh, that's the funniest part. Yeah, we will see about that part. Q&A, I mean, they probably picked today just to shut us up. Well, they can't shut us up that easily. Alright, chat, so that's my summary. I will probably do a few videos about that on YouTube. And in general, it's looking pretty solid. I like the changes, I like how it feels, I like how it looks. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I think at that point we can all go to sleep because there are not going to be more information. Was there such a delay between stream and release before? No, never. Never, Kuzna. Like, never at all. I think maybe in the beta, in POE 1 beta, like about 12 years ago, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It is a try. It is a try, chat. Like, I don't like it. By the way, chat, like, if you want to ask me what I dislike, I heavily dislike what they did with the change. I think it's a pretty shitty idea. I don't really enjoy it. So that's pretty much it. And since there are not going to be a lot of new information, we will need to wait for patch notes and maybe some cool additional teasers. Have an amazing night, everybody, like, or day, or whatever time is it at your place. I will start streaming proactively from the moment when we will get patch notes. We will watch them today on the stream. Like, not today. We will watch patch notes on the stream. And stay tuned for YouTube videos. There are probably going to be a few if you not sub to YouTube. Like, come on, actually sub there. They're probably going to do a few.
You guys, after years of marriage.
But yeah, see you soon, everybody. And it's looking pretty solid. Have a good night, chat, and see you soon.